Tegimor Benedictus. Hello everyone, That Witch here, and tonight's reading I've really been looking forward to. We're going to be talking to some spirits. I don't know if you guys know the Christmas Carol, but Witch's Carol, it's similar to that, but in a previous video I told you guys how to protect your energy and to see if there's negative or bad energy about by using a lemon, right? And I showed you they would get golden brown and have no marks. But I was visited by some spirits this past week. And when the last three, not the first one, the last three showed up, it was all rather quick, and my lemon, it's like it started getting soft, dense, like it was getting, the energy was heavy, correct? And then this message needed to get out because then it turned where it's getting all yucky here, see? So, the three spirits that came this week came rather fast, but to start out with the first one, that one had been around, or has been around since my first graveyard video, if you guys hadn't checked it out. And I'll show a picture right here of the actual grave site of this first spirit. She's been around for a while. My daughter's boyfriend actually saw her one night sitting in this chair. It was about 3 a.m., which ironically enough is about the time I'm doing this video. But she was sitting right here in this chair and just staring off, all white, like white, younger woman just staring off like she was blank. And the other three kind of tagged along this week from a metaphysical store that I visited. But we're going to go ahead and get set up and talk to them because, oh, this excites me. I hope everybody is having a very blessed season. Spending time with your friends or loved ones or your pets or your animals or just yourself. You know, the winter solstice, the longest night of the year, but the sun will come back. Remember that. And ironically, where I live, there's a big storm brewing in. Actually, I think it's hitting most of the U.S., but I'm doing the four corner spread. Since there's four spirits we're talking to, figured it made the most sense, went the best. Okay, so like I said, this first spirit, I don't know if I should say her name. It was Hannah on the gravestone. That's what I'll say. But I guess this would be the Marley too. I guess the one where he is the first, because there's four spirits, Marley, then the other three. He showed up as a warning, but look, I got watching. So like I said, this one's been here for a while. She's watching, or telling us that someone is watching, but we're going to be clarifying these messages with my ghost tarot. Clarify watching. Hannah. Ooh. Got an electric chill in my feet. We got, okay then. Well, we have the Devil. And the Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah, I was picking up, the winter solstice, or when that was last week. Yule lasts up through January 6th, but the winter solstice is actually going on right now. And the energy, there's a big energy shift. And I keep getting earth. And what are my cats doing? Sorry if you guys hear that noise in the background. It's either a ghost or cats, who knows. Or it could be my dog. Or kids, side note. But there's a big change in the energy, like a big energy shift I've noticed with this winter solstice. And I'm kind of iffy about it because, I mean, energy's good and balanced, but I don't know whether it's good or bad. But then we have the Wheel of Fortune here. That's like, there's something that's been coming. That they're watching. The Devil card is a lot of times materialistic. People are, portraying people or something that's materialistic or seduced by desire, addictions, blasphemy. That's get more on that. I feel like I can't. I don't want. I don't want this to be like a bad news, but I keep feeling like Earth is angry. If that makes sense to some of you, but that's, oh my goodness, the Lovers. I mean, some of you, this could very well resonate as a love situation, but I'm not getting that for most of you. But the Lovers often is a risky commitment because love makes one vulnerable. And I feel like because each of these ghosts has their story they want to get out and a lesson that we can learn from that. I feel like someone was very materialistic here for this, towards this Hannah in the past. Yes, and like the Two of Swords. Materialistic and not able to make a decision. I think it's maybe why she sat there staring off in space rather to make herself known. Like I said, she's been around for a while. There's eerie feelings again. And she's very powerful with the Queen of Wands here. Let's see what she's wanting to learn. I feel like I said, that energy shift, just like the Earth wants balance back. I feel like there's not enough feminine energy. Like, I'll explain this without sounding horrid. There's not a balance of feminine and masculine energy because, you know, sacred, God of Earth, you know, Buddha, all those, is the highest energy. It's a balance of said energies, and there's an imbalance. Yes, because we have the Hermit. The Hermit is all about wisdom, learning through life, which we get wisdom, and also realizing that life is a constant learning journey. You know, there's never the end of learning. Yeah, it's like she was angry for a while back and decided to make herself known to teach. Because a lot of times, you know, ghosts don't obviously communicate with everybody, but a lot of times they need their story to be heard or to, you know, to help in some sort of way. You know, that whole, what do they call it? Unfinished business, something like that. But they do that to help, you know, help their afterlife, to help them cross over, you know, to go on to their purposes are in other realms. But then we have, look, the High Priestess, I do believe. Yes. Very, very powerful. This may have been another witch, because that Graveyard series was about witches, actually. Okay, let's pull one more on what, you know, something she wants us to know to help teach us something or help her heal her. Or break karma. This also breaks people's karma. If you don't know it's your karma, trust me, it is a thing. And then we got the King of Wands. Definitely, I've got to say now that we have the King and Queen of Wands in this one corner is telling us to balance said energies. You know, sometimes there's a lot of countries, you know, you got that whole, that male ego. It's like a penis parade, but Side note, there needs to be balance. It's like, because Earth is feminine energy. A lot of fire. Immaturity and fire. Actually, let's get more of her story out. Let's see a couple more things about her life, how this relates to this. We have the Eight of Cups. She didn't walk away from something that was... It's like she walked away from her spirituality in a past lifetime. And that would definitely cause an imbalance of energies. It's like she's warning the world, people, us, whatever you want to call it, to when there needs to be more balance. You know, a lot of more people are waking up, so to speak. I think this is her telling us to do that. Because we have the Emperor next. And as far as the Empress didn't pop out. Yes, there's the imbalance in the energies is bad. It's like this Emperor's keeping back the wisdom. And we got that bird back there. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, something's been empowered too long here. And I'm not going to get into world leaders and bring up names and all that, but someone's been in power too long here. It's causing an imbalance, and it's like a spiritual imbalance. And it's kind of like how she walked away from her spirituality in the past. She is telling people to, well, wake up. That's where we go through there. But let's go ahead and hit this second ghost. Now, these last three ghosts hit me. I went to, actually I had a doctor's appointment, and the news wasn't so great. So I went to a metaphysical store afterwards to cheer me up. You know, I thought I'd buy a red jasper crystal because I needed one. My daughter lost one. And I went there. Not only did I find all kinds of stuff, but, you know, I met an awesome people and was invited up there. It was great, 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 great. But they came to me through water meditation really, really fast later that, like I said, I was just here a couple days ago. But this first one was actually, I first pictured him standing beside where I was picking a hematite ring that I had for my finger. Strangely enough, that ring broke. Well, I was doing laundry and stuff, and I looked down and it was gone, and it wouldn't have slid off my finger. And we finally found it cracked in half, so I glued it and fixed it. And then it just completely disappeared. It's a damnedest shit, but cheerful. I did not get cheerful off him, though, because let me get you what he looked like. It was a almost middle-aged man with silver hair and a black hooded cape, like robe. And it kind of looked like Jack Frost off that one cartoon, but cheerful. I gotta say, this one, I feel like they're cheerful for getting their story out. I don't know. Let's see what more this one has to say. Okay, the Fool and the Fool and the Four of Cups. This fellow feels like he missed out on life. He missed out on life. He missed out on loyalty because he acted like the fool, you know. Fool is someone who is, you know, going on a journey and not taking much, not thinking before they act, just taking that leap of faith without thinking of any of the repercussions, you know, any of the choices that we have. You know, you got to face up to your choices. Because they're down in the dumps. It's like it was too late. Like this person passed away rather early. Like I said, it looked like the silver hair. Well, kind of like Jack Frost. He passed away early. trying to save his sister through the ice. A few more on that. Yeah, this one I think is telling us to focus. Yeah, learning through what he went through too. Well, we don't have forever. Correct. Four of Swords. Yes, don't. We don't have forever. I mean, what can I say there? King of Pentacles. Finding balance in life. Realizing you can't, when you die, you can't take your money with you. I don't know. That's probably not for all of you, I'm sure, but definitely. Let's get more on how he died. Maybe. What or else he wants to get out here. King of Swords. Here and cut off the bullshit. Cut out the bullshit. Life is too short. Life is too short to live in regret. Yeah. Definitely no balance. Like there's even balance on that gravestone there. This reminds me of the blue moon, the cold moon we just had. New moon's this Friday, FYI. But, yeah, cut off the bullshit and realize what's important. You know, people doing that and trying to be a better person will help bring back that balanced energy that we are lacking right now. Gotta get a drink, guys. Ooh. But it'll help bring that energy back. And he acted like a fool in life, and I guess died kind of young. And now was roaming, facing regret, living in regret. A lot of times, regret will keep spirits from crossing all the way over, but I'll get a few more on that. Knight of Pentacles and Justice. What I say about the balancing of the scales. And we got the sword to go right along with the King of Swords. Epic. Balance. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy. There needs to be balance between the kings and the knights. Our world can't be ran by a bunch of knights who think and speak and act and breathe through their ego. A big one, for that's one of the biggest imbalances. And then we got Temperance. Temperance is all about, like I've said before videos, you know, giving you the, how was it say, the serenity prayer. Give me the strength to change. Give me the strength to know what I can't even think of it right now. It's too late. Anyways, it's about using discernment. Sorry about that, guys. I usually know that one by heart, but there is heavy energy around right now. But it's all about discernment and finding that alchemical balance. Kind of like fire and ice, because they're two opposites, but when you find balance with them, they go together. It's symmetrical. You know, the world can't be, not the world, but energies can't be asymmetrical and be the most high, be on the highest frequency. Yeah, it's like feminine energy has to bring back the balance, because you'll notice that is a feminine type figure on that card. And this is the truth. This dude's like, I'm bringing the truth now. Yeah, since this is helping him move on, because really he didn't complete a cycle. This is him completing his cycle. Okay, you were pretty straightforward, bro. I liked it. And saying thank you for the strength. Alrighty. This third ghost, it was an older fellow, kind of short, but I noticed he had on a brown robe that had a rope around it, kind of like a monk outfit. Like he was bald when I saw him. But sugar, spice, and everything nice. Notice the brown and that. Again with the earth. Ooh. Gaia. Like, what is... Again with the Mother Earth, the brown. You know, it's the star anise. Star anise, I have it in all my candles and a lot of my workings. You guys can see some of the winter solstice stuff I did in one of my last shorts. But we have cinnamon here. We have the star anise. We have the pine. You know, this is all about acceleration with the cinnamon. This is all about protection. And stars. Big with the stars tonight. And of course my protection lantern here. And side note, guys, this is me and the kids' Yule Goat, and they decided to name him Mr. Jingles. But it's this guy, I think, was a baker of some sort. He knows this is a cookie cutter in the background. It's making me a little hungry now. But this guy was some kind of a baker. I'm not sure if he worked like with monks. Let's see what's up with this. I'm still getting the earth, man. Like, I'm telling you. Something's up with the earth. The Hangman and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this guy might have been murdered by a partner he worked with. Weird side. That's pretty messed up. It kept him in limbo. And alone, but never alone. Because I got the Nine of Pentacles there. Sitting on that throne, and there's communication with the birds, but there he's alone. Yeah, he was killed for money. Oh, that's hideous. Sorry, bro, but yeah, no way. And then we have the Death card. Classic. Let's see what he's trying to teach us here for the present. I'm feeling, because, you know, this is, because money and earth are both pentacles, right? You saw that Nine of Pentacles and the Death and him being killed, but pentacles can be, I don't know how to explain this to you guys. That was the cat, guys, not the ghosts. But anyways, pentacles, and, you know, they can also represent, like I said, earth. And it's telling us we're being too greedy, like, you know, they say, like that Sid Guru, I think is his name, that we are destroying our soil so much that, you know, if you don't take care of the soil, which is earth, it will not produce crops and, you know, which is all that stuff we need to eat. But we're making our soil dead, and at one time, you know, when famine hits, you can only take so much from Mother Nature, which seems like we take. I feel like that's what he's trying to tell us here. And we're all guilty of it, but, you know, I like us telling that here, because then we have the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Cups. That's now both nines, 999. That is, they're telling us we got to stop it. Nines are about completing a cycle. We're causing strain on the earth here. It's like there's fire and everything around him's dead. And it would be too late because, you know, that picture's reminding me that that guy's too late to be asking for her hand. I mean, she's a ghost. Planning. I would hope there's not a world leader planning something here. Well, I'm not going to get to that on here. He's telling us we need to think more spiritually, think less egotistically, which would be doing things for money, doing things for out of drive, passion, egotistical, not doing things from a spiritual, balanced place. We'll get one more on that because that energy was getting extra heavy there for a minute, and I'm not wanting to say everything that I'm seeing. We need healing. We need healing. We have the sun. More fire. War, and war just disgusts me. War does, but we need healing. Ways of getting that, we need to heal from the inside out, especially rulers and leaders and people in high positions. But let's step into the next one. This last ghost was the scarier one, kind of. It was a female, looked like with long dark hair. That she looked like she was angry or something, and there was all a black star in front of her. Whatever that was. I guess she's making herself known, but traditional. And I was getting ancient with her too, like she was ancient, not ancient as in, oh, you know, don't freak out. I don't know what that is, but roots. I'm hearing roots. And Nyx. I'm getting Nyx, which is a goddess of night. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Which is beautiful, you know, with it being like winter solstice and all. But yeah, let's jump into this one. And when I saw that star, it was like a big star in front of her covering half her body, and she was like behind it. It was like she was yelling. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and 10 of Swords. Ooh, a lot of air. Ooh. She's definitely about. Okay, this is someone who, I feel like in the past, she did things before she thought about it. Which we all do. And it really messed with her stability. It really caused her inner turmoil, inner pain, you know, her own, well, stabbed in the heart there, that dude down there. And I'm getting lies with the moon. It's like she did things before she thought, but someone here, you know, during her time, took something she did and made it worse. She was very vengeful, and that would also go along with the graveyard series. Seven of Cups and the Six of Wands. All that fire in this tonight. A lot of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy in the air. And of course, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn with all the earth. But yeah, like I said, someone made it worse than what she did, and it wasn't her choice. They made this choice to act irrationally. To act like they were triumphant. They were the hero. You know, this might have something to do with that goddess I just learned about. Not goddess, but Eve's first daughter, Nerea. And she supposedly was the golden, the fiery crown, well, you guys can research her on your own. She's very intriguing. That's what it's reminded me of. Is that. Yeah, some of you guys definitely look into that. You can start on YouTube. I saw there was a lot of videos on her, but yeah, she's warning. Be careful who you trust. And protect yourself. I'm getting that big with the big black pentacle that was right in front of hers about. Five of Cups. What is that ringing sound? I don't think that was my cat too, guys. Sorry. The moon reverse. I feel like she took revenge out on this guy. At the Five of Cups, left him crying. And where he couldn't transform. Because we had the moon reverse and these towers. Yeah, I think she may have used witchcraft. Okay. Used witchcraft out of a low vibrational spot. In the past here she did. To seek, I guess, unjustful revenge. This would be probably one of the other witches that was in that group that we talked about in the Graveyard series. But let's see what she's wanting us to apply this to help us now here. As well as helping her. This. Not taking all those. No, you know the hell that we are. Page of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. The Six of Cups. The Ace of Wands. And the Nine of Swords. Definitely. It's like these ghosts are back there watching, and they almost look like they're female-shaped ghosts. Well, not all of them, but it's like they're watching. Remember that one card I said? It looked everything around it was dead. It's like there's hope here, but they got to get past that big old, like that Page of Pentacles guy is the big. Did she take revenge on a warlock? Maybe, possibly, but that Page of Pentacles is. A lot of times someone who does only care about money. Not being humble with the Six of Cups here. Not being apologetic. Not showing empathy for things that they do to people. Which I can understand why it'd make you mad. But yeah, this fire. More fire with the Ace of Wands. Which I love that card. It's typically my Phoenix Rising card. But this is her causing her own fire and causing her own Nine of Swords here. her own nightmare. She put herself in her own nightmare over this dating game shit with this Page of Pentacles piece of crap. But it's a new day with the Ace of Cups. It's a new day. It's going to be a new world. I feel like 2023 is going to be intense. Like with the intense shift in this energy with the earth. Okay, guys, this is getting heavy, so let's go ahead and cross this over and close it out with some oracles. We'll use these here. Let's get some ending advice, closing from the first ghost, please. Merriment, what joy, what glee beams from the sounds of voices, uplifting the webs of sorrow, glimmering as if no tomorrow. This is love thy fellow man, you know. Use your discernment, of course, because there's shady people, you know. There's people who are evil at heart, or, you know, choose to be evil, or devil energy, I should say. Ornaments. So it is a remembrance of what once was and with what will be. A fragile beauty beaming upon thy. This goes right along with that character up there. The show. This is him saying thanks and telling us to remember not everything's just about the show. Remember, what can you take with you when you die? Wise men, if it wasn't for the familiar songs that echo through my spine, I would have lost what is lost and never found my purpose. Yes, definitely, it's telling us that we need healing. We need to be wise, to learn. Some from past mistakes, but to learn from life so we can heal and not destroy our world. Ugh, and fire. No, we're not going there. Okay. Gatherings of Mother Mary. I saw that one pop out too. Gather, festive witches, speak of joy and drink to wishes. Take one, give two, celebrating all blisses. This is telling us we are all one. Everything we do affects the earth, affects energy, affects balance. And of course, Mother Mary, into the arms of a mothering embrace, swells a wisdom full of grace. In the bosom where she whispers, sleeps the eye of winter. Mother Mary. Very, very, very strong feminine goddess energy. A lot of times associated with the feminine aspect of God. You know, because the highest energy is male and female. It's feminine and masculine energy. It's not a physical body. Anywho. This is telling you to gather with loved ones. Gather your courage. Gather your strength. To evolve spiritually and become a better person. And Mother Mary is also associated with Mother Earth. We'll pull a few more of these to help lighten the mood. And then close this out because I have some more Christmassy type videos I got to you guys. If you want to support me, you can go to Buy Me a Coffee. Everything is below. Toxic. Social media buzz. Yes, this is reminding me. It's toxic. Like the mindset, remember. People tend to care about what they look like on social media, what the newest trend is. When was the last time that whoever the popular, most famous person is that ride took a shit, you know. That's what people are worried about, and it's toxic. It's bringing an imbalance. It's making people not care about the world, not care about what's important in life, or taking care of, or respect, or honoring. Nothing like that. So remind us to not do that. Gifts of appreciation and a work in progress. I don't know what that means with this character up here in this corner, you know, my Jack Frost guy, but working on yourself will bring in blessings, I'm getting with this. Other than that, I'm not sure what he's up to. That's for another video, I guess, but togetherness, not what it seems. Definitely saying it's not in balance. The energy is not all together. Some of you where this is resonating, where it might be a love type situation, someone being together is not what it seems, which would be fake shit there, but that's definitely not all of you. It's also giving me Krampus vibes. I love the Krampus story. Anyway, it's like punishment. This is telling me Mother Earth. It's like there's an imbalance. And, I mean, let's take that as you may. Anticipation. Look at that little puppy. The watching. So this goes right along with this energy, which she must have been like a Mother Mary energy. Makes sense. Since she came as a white light and all in white. Is anticipating and watching what the world will do. Watching if we will surrender. Stop fighting with one another. Causing a bare home. Wants us to make a choice. To be more open-minded. I can keep going. Listening to messages and strengthening our earth. Strengthening our foundation. Yes. Stay humble, everybody. Remember what's important. You know, work on your spiritual involvement so you can have a peaceful afterlife. So you can break ancestral curses so your kids can have peaceful afterlives. Trust me, it is a thing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I was so excited because A Christmas Carol was one of my favorite Christmas shows. But until next time, rise from those ashes.